Hey, what's up guys? Canceling Garage back with the video. Today I want to talk about my stock wheels. I have them stored away and I haven't really properly cleaned them before doing so they are really gross. I just want to go through a step-by-step process of what I do to make sure I keep these wheels clean, or my off-season wheels clean, before stowing them away, because taking off a dirty rim that's filled with dust, debris, and whatever else, right? If you just put them away, stow them away, even if you cover them, they're still gonna have that caked on layer of dirt and dust that you want to tend to before you're storing them away, because they can eat away the finish, they can stain, and it's just a mess when you take them out of storage and put them on your car or inspect them and wash them again. So I went ahead and took my wheels out of storage, and like I said, they were dirty as hell. I didn't even clean them before I took them off. I was just in a hurry on putting on my new wheels, which are the Volk CE28s that you see in all my videos. But I want to go ahead and swap them back onto my car. I want my stock wheels back on the car because I just like the finish of the metallic gunmetal. And although aftermarket wheels and the stance and fitment on the CE28s are amazing, I still love the gunmetal finish on the 2008, 2009 ISF wheels. So I went ahead and took them out of storage. Inspected them, made sure they're ready to be cleaned. First thing you want to do is grab your wheel cleaner off the shelf. I would recommend getting wheel soap. I didn't have any, so I just used car soap like I always did. So you're gonna grab your wheel bucket, you want to prepare it, get everything ready. I threw my wheels onto the grass face down because I want to be able to clean the barrels first. This is where all the dirt and dust is built up. You want to clean the barrels first before you attack the faces of the wheels. So that's just my preference, but I feel like that's obviously the best way. So you want to go ahead and just saturate the whole entire barrel on all four wheels, and just let that wheel cleaner just soak in. You want it to break down all that grime, all that dust, all that dirt that's stuck on there that you put on there when you store the wheels away in the first place. So I let it sit about 5 minutes, and then I started scrubbing away, working my way through the barrel from the top down, so that way you can just when you're cleaning with the material and the product, it'll eventually just soak down to the bottom, and that way you don't waste any material or water. I start with the scrub brush, as you can see, and I'm just running it against the barrel. Unfortunately for me, these wheels weren't really taken care of from the life of the car, so when I got them, they was already caked on brake dust like crazy from the previous owners. But I did my best, and if I really want a really good clean, I would have to use way more abrasive brushes and cleaners, and I just don't have time for that. So at least I took most of the dirt and debris off. And after I clean the barrels, you want to make sure you rinse off all of the dirt and all of the soap and all the cleaner into the grass before you get into cleaning the faces. So what I did, I just moved the wheels onto the actual driveway, and I laid them face up at this point. So as you can see here, I'm spraying down the faces of the wheel with the wheel cleaner again, just to take off any extra brake dust and dirt and grime that is collected on there from the many months that I had it stored. So again, you want to let that sit for 5 minutes. Once you get that settled in and soaked in and it breaks down all that dust, you want to go ahead and start taking your brushes and start cleaning them. Get into all the crevices, making sure you cover every single inch of the wheel so you don't miss anything. And that's what I did. And you also want to be sure to clean the tires too. Tires do build up a bunch of grease and oils and things along the way, and that in turn can eventually destroy the tire, just depending on what type of material or chemical or whatever is on the surface. So it doesn't hurt to actually just scrub the tires a little bit while you clean the faces. So once we clean up the faces, you want to rinse off all the dirt, all the soap, all the cleaner, everything. You rinse it completely. You want to raise the wheel up a bit and rinse the inside as well, because there's gonna be something trapped in there if you don't take the extra couple minutes and just rinse it out. So once you rinse it out, I went ahead and just left it inside my garage and stored it away, and let it dry. So after I finished each wheel, I would bring them into the garage and let it dry. You want to do that for every single rim. You don't want to clean all the rims all at once. You want to do one at a time to make sure you get every single aspect of the cleaning done right and correctly. So at this point, the wheels are pretty much semi-dried. You know, all the water is mainly evaporated, but I went ahead and wiped it down some more and made sure it was completely dry. For added protection, you could use wax. I chose not to. I used my Ceramic Pro that you guys seen in my previous videos. This is pretty much just like a wax, but it's much harder and it lasts a lot longer because of the durability of the chemical. So applying this properly to a rim or surface or whatever should last you about 6 months to a year, even two years if you're lucky. But in my case, I know I'm gonna have to apply this again every 6 months, but at least it'll make the cleaning process a lot easier for me when I choose to clean the wheels again. So I went ahead and make sure the surface was dry. Go ahead and take your Ceramic Pro with the suede cloth that is provided with the package. You want to just put about 3 to 4 drops of the actual Ceramic Pro onto that. You don't want to oversaturate it, okay? Just a little bit. And then once you get the right amount onto the actual microfiber, you want to go ahead and just brush down each spoke at a time, working in back and forth motions. And you could twist the actual applicator 90 degrees and then go back that way as well. You want to just start with the faces of the spoke first. Once you cover the whole surface, you want to go and apply more Ceramic Pro if you need it onto the edge of the applicator, and you want to get into those little tough corners that you can't get with the whole entire applicator itself. And then once that's done, you can go ahead and tackle the inside of the spokes. In this case, on these stock wheels, they have double sides to the spokes. So you can see here, I went ahead and coated both sides in and out of the spoke. So you want to go ahead and cover one whole rim, and then you want to move on to the next. So at that point, by the time you get to the last wheel, you should be able to completely allow the Ceramic Pro to do its thing and dry, and you can wipe it off completely at that point. So just take a nice clean microfiber and just wipe it off like you would wax. Now you might not see the Ceramic Pro on there, but it is on there. So you want to go ahead and thoroughly wipe down the wheel completely on all the surfaces that you applied the Ceramic Pro to. So at that point, you should be good and golden. But you want to keep the wheels out of any type of elements, rain, snow, whatever, for at least 24 hours. You want that Ceramic Pro to really harden. So once it hardens, you should be good to go. And so next time you wash your wheels, you won't have any problems. The dust will come right off, the water will come right off. This is the greatest alternative to protect your wheels. And if you just plan to store them, great, it's fine. Dust comes on there, just a quick rinse of water when you take them out of storage will do the trick. So I do hope this video was quite helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I do in the future plan to put these stock wheels onto my car, like I mentioned. It's just a matter of other projects that I gotta do as well. I also have to put new TPMS sensors onto the stock wheels because my current TPMS sensor is already on the CE28s, but that's gonna be for another video. So I hope you stick around and stay tuned for the next one. Alright, peace.